If you know me, you know I am the biggest fan of a well-written toxic romance manga. And I'm also a huge fan of delinquent slash Yankee romance series. And last week when I was making my rounds, sampling different manga on Pixiv and Comic Days, I came across my best of both worlds. It's crazy, it's nutso, and I just really want to talk about it. This one, it is coming out physically in about a month, I think. Currently, it's digital only. As far as I can tell, there are 6 chapters out, and all 6 chapters are free to read on Pixiv. I will do a disclaimer. I only sampled this one, so I've only read the first chapter. But I will be reading, I don't know. I loved it so much, I want to experience it all for the first time in the physical book. So I'm kind of fighting with myself. I've only read chapter 1, and I really liked it. So I might wait to continue reading until I get the physical, but either way, let's talk about what happened in chapter 1. So this is the setup for the series, and it was crazy, and I really liked it. Spoilers for everything that happened just in chapter 1. And this series is called Yugami no Toriko. And this series follows our male lead is a big, strong, delinquent type character. He's so big and tough that he has a nickname that sounds just as tough as he is. And because he's so scary and aggressive, people are terrified of him. He's never lost a fight, so people are scared of him. And because of this, he's let it go to his head. He'll walk like with his chest puffed out. If somebody bumps into him, he'll fight. He doesn't care. If it's a woman or a child, if they pick a fight with him, he is not one to turn down a fight. He's never lost and he's never going to lose. So he's very full of himself, and he's just a high schooler. So he has that he has middle school syndrome almost, but he's in high school. Introduce the female lead. She, at first, is a very quiet-seeming girl, long black hair, glasses, and I like the glasses-wearing female lead. She, at first, seems like a quiet, just very studious character, kind of like a shadow character is what the delinquent calls her. And the two of them meet for the first time at school. They're classmates, and they accidentally bump into each other. And our delinquent, who would normally pick a fight over this, turns and looks at our female lead, thinks she's just a shadow character. Why would I even bother dealing with her? If we fought, I'd win, and I wouldn't really feel good about it because that wouldn't even be a fight. She's tiny. And he's about to let her go when she calls out to him to tell him, "You're a disturbance. The fact that we bumped into each other is your fault. You're in the way." And the delinquent, seemingly never, ever having anybody speak out to him at all, let alone tell him that he was in the way, that he was the obstacle, he is enraged. But before he can say anything, she just disappears. It doesn't seem like she ran away. It seemed like she actually just disappeared. And because of this, she called him out and then disappeared. She is all he can think about. He is quickly obsessed with this seemingly shadow character who actually was able to speak up to him. That's kind of strange. And he spends the next, seemingly week or so just searching her out. Where is that girl who called me out? He kind of wants to fight her now because how dare she call him out? And just as he's about to give up, he's really frustrated looking around. She just pops up beside him again. And he's like, "Hey," he's not about to let her go this time. "Hey, how dare you disappear after insulting me?" And she's really quick to be like, I didn't insult you. I told you what you were doing. And I know just about everything about you. So it turns out she's kind of a stalker. She's not just some shadow character. She's been watching him in the background for I don't know how long, because she recites his history to him starting at elementary school all the way up until high school. She knows literally everything about him. But she says, "There was one thing I didn't know about you until right now, and that's how cute your twisted face is." So, is she in love with him? I don't know. She's a stalker, so she has some kind of twisted feelings for him. And he takes all this in. He doesn't know how to take it in because he just realized he kind of has a stalker, but then she also called him cute to his face. And I don't think he's ever been called cute to his face before. And he doesn't know what to do with this. He's like, "Oh my God." And just as things are about to come up even more, some of their classmates see the scene going on. They assume that he, the delinquent, is picking on the girl. And the girl says, "Tomorrow after class, this roof of this building, meet me there," and disappears. And again, before he can be like, don't tell me what to do, she's gone. Now his face is red. He's all aflush thinking, oh my God, that girl. He doesn't know if he hates her or if he's interested in her. And she likes that, seemingly so. She's a little bit twisted. And now we'll have to see what happens when they meet on the roof, because I don't expect him to not go. And that was this one again. It's called Yugami no Toriko. In the promotional art, we see him wearing literally a collar, like a dog collar, and she's holding the leash. So I can only imagine what happens on that roof. But I'm really excited to start reading it, or to continue reading it, I'll say. Typically, like when I read Yankee or delinquent series, it's more like I like shoujo delinquent series where like, yeah, they're a delinquent, but they're like nicer to their girlfriend. Like, yeah, they fight, but they soften up with their girlfriend. This one, it seems like the girlfriend's the more dominant one in the relationship. And I'm very curious to see how it goes. I don't know what demographic this one is. I highly, highly doubt it's a shoujo, but I will be reading it nonetheless because it's twisted. I like the female lead. I like that she has definite layers to her. I like that she's a little bit creepy. I like horror stories too. So I feel like either way, I'm going to enjoy it. So I'm excited to see where it goes. It feels like the delinquent character will be portrayed as a not so bright, but very strong character, and she will like tame him, is I feel like how it's going to go. Either way, I am excited to continue reading. I think I will be waiting for the physical. I prefer reading physicals. I don't trust digitals. I'm old. I feel like if I buy a digital, it'll disappear from my Kindle at any given point, and I don't trust technology. If you have any toxic romance or delinquent series at all, please recommend them to me. I'm always looking for new ones. Again, typically the ones I read are like soft. So think like Love That's an Understatement, or like Glasses with a Chance of Delinquent. This is one of my first romantic delinquent series that the female lead is the crazier one. And it's very much not seemingly shoujo.